What's up, guys? I know I don't do movie reviews very often, but one does come along every once in a while, and I went and seen Wonder Woman this weekend with my wife, and it was really good. If you don't know what Wonder Woman is, well,
Shame. Shame. Shame.
second off, it's directed by Patty Jenkins and stars Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. It stars Chris Pine as Steve Trevor, and it's sort of it is a comic book movie, but what happens in the movie really, it's kind of like two fish out of water stories. First, you have Steve Trevor, who arrives in Themyscira, and then, Wonder Woman goes into his world, and so she's trying to learn everything about his world as he tried to learn everything about her world. If that makes sense. It's very reminiscent of Captain America, the first Avenger, which is a fantastic movie. Uh, it's set in World War One, and I don't really want to give too much away because I'll put a spoiler warning right here, right across here somewhere, before I get into really heavy spoilers. But it is a really good movie. There are a couple of problems with it. It's not, it's not the best movie I've ever seen. It is definitely the best DC movie I have ever seen since the Dark Knight trilogy. It seems very grounded in reality until the end, and I'll get into that in the spoiler section. It seems like this is a step in the right direction for DC, that they can really pull their DCEU universe around with movies like this. Hopefully Justice League gets kind of the rub off on this too, because there's a lot of humor in here. Very awkward humor. The chemistry between Chris Pine and Gal Gadot really shine. There's a lot of chemistry there between those two, and you really believe the love story that does eventually happen. All in all, really good, solid movie. I would definitely see it at matinee price. I know that that's probably not what you want to hear, but like I said, there are problems with it. If you walk into any superhero movie and expect Shakespeare, there's something wrong. So for a DC fan or a comic book movie fan, definitely a full price. For anybody else, it's definitely a matinee. I wouldn't recommend you going to see this at a full price if you're not a comic book fan. If maybe you're into the property, then yes, but no more than that. So, without giving too much away, guys, really solid film. Really liked it. Go check it out. And this is where I got my spoiler section. So, what I'll do is I'll give you a moment to click off this video, and then we'll come back to the spoiler section. Okay, guys, so spoiler section. Heavy, heavy spoilers. Like I said before, if you walk into a comic book movie, God, I can't talk today. Sorry. If you walk into a comic book movie and expect Shakespeare, there's something really wrong with you. Every comic book movie I've seen, besides maybe The Dark Knight, has had a problem with its villains. Marvel has a big problem with that. DC has a big problem with that, and so on and so forth. And the two villains they had in this movie, can't really remember their names. Dr. Poison, and there's sort of a general. Anyway, they are, they're okay at best. They're serviceable. The really surprise villain you get is Ares. It's not really a surprise. You're kind of alluded to the whole entire time that Ares is going to be in the movie. But the way he's introduced and the fight scene that takes place at the end of the movie really knocked this movie down for me. You can really tell that this is partially due to Zack Snyder. He is a writer on this, and I think he's a producer as well. So you can really tell that's kind of where his influence was. Because up until that point, for a superhero movie, it was pretty grounded. I love the character of Wonder Woman. She's very naive and very Superman old school Superman like, you know, and that she wants to help people. She wants to save people. She wants to be a good guy. She wants to be the hero. And she's very naive in her thinking and how to go about it. It's a very origin story based movie. But like I said, the introduction to Ares and the whole fight scene really sucked me out of the movie. Everything leading up to that point was really good. I mean, really, really good. I mean, it almost like fantastic. You have to go see this movie right now. Drop everything you have. Go see it right now. Kind of good. But that last fight scene, man, it's got that Doomsday from Batman vs. Superman vibe to it, man. It just like comes out of nowhere and becomes a big light show right there at the end. I mean, it's just everywhere, like right in your face light show. And it really pulled me out of the movie, guys. And I have to be more critical now. I know I give Batman vs. Superman a really good review, and I know that I give it a lot of slack for being a Batman vs. Superman movie. And I can acknowledge there are problems in that movie now that I've kind of grown into reviewing things and kind of seeing it from a abstract sort of point of view. There is a lot of problems, but the thing is that it got Batman really right in that movie, and I think that kind of overwhelmed everything else that was wrong with the movie for me. But this whole scene with Ares, man, just reminds me of a lot of the Doomsday scene from Batman vs. Superman, and that may turn a lot of you off, because I was sitting there, I was loving it, and then all of a sudden, you know, I was just like, what is this? What is this shit on the screen? But anyway, guys, it's a really solid movie. I really enjoyed it. I will definitely be picking this up on Blu-ray when it comes out. I hope you guys support this movie, and I know it's doing really well at the box office, and I know that I'm like the last person to review this movie, but like I said, me and my wife went to see the movie. Don't go to the movies very often, and don't review movies very often, but I had to gush about this movie. I had to get it out there and get it noticed. So if you guys like what you see, please click the like and subscribe button. We do a variety of things on this channel besides just reviews. This is Jesse James King from 81 Studios signing out.